Colleen Ballinger is not happy with what the media wrote about her last summer, and she's making that very clear in a recent vlog posted to her channel. Colleen has been opening up more and more about her cancellation, and it's also what's gotten her in some trouble recently because people feel like she's been trying to get some sort of sympathy by saying all of this, and also trying to get fans that she does have to see the whole situation differently. And in turn, those who have spoken out about her have started to get hate due to the way that she has opened up in her recent videos. But she is getting more and more comfortable opening up about things, even to the point where I said recently that she wanted to bring back her podcast that she used to do with her husband Eric before her cancellation. And I wonder if she'll be talking about all of this even more on there. But for right now, she's addressing the fact that she feels as though reporters lied on her name and that an article written about her last summer cost her a job. In her recent video, she opened up about the fact that she had this big audition last year, and she had talked about it in vlogs leading up to her cancellation. She had mentioned things about this audition, and in this video, she was talking about the fact that she did end up getting the job, but because of an article published about her that she says was made up, she couldn't actually do the gig.
I'm a little bit sensitive about this, which is why I haven't talked about it, even though you guys have asked about it a lot, but I'll touch on it really briefly because so many people have asked about this. The audition went really well, and I was really excited about it. It was an audition for a Broadway show, and I got it, and we, had dates set, and I was really excited to go do Broadway again, and then it didn't happen. Yeah, it didn't work out, and I was really sad about that, and I'm not gonna get super into it, but obviously a lot happened last year, a lot was said last year. I lost that opportunity right after a story came out about me that was just completely made up, and it is what it is, and we're moving forward.
She went on to say that she was only talking about it because people were asking her about it, and that in the end it was for the best that this didn't happen because she ended up developing her rock obsession. But she does still say that she had already grieved not getting this role.
I already got to do a Broadway show, and I'm so grateful for that. What a cool, wonderful, beautiful experience that was for me. I'm so grateful that I ever got to do it, because my ultimate dream, if you know me at all, since I was a little girl, it was to be on Broadway. That was always my ultimate goal, my ultimate dream, my dream job. And with a lot of hard work and dedication and passion and support from you guys and everything that you have all done to support me over the years, that dream came true for me, and I was excited to see that dream come true again. But I did already have that dream come true, so I'm just grateful that it ever happened at all. But thank you for asking, everyone. I really appreciate your interest and investment in my life and in my endeavors and things that I share with you, and I shared that audition experience with you guys and that process with you, so I understand why everyone was so interested in what happened there. But anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and have a pity party about it. I definitely already had a pity party about that one, believe me. And now I'm just trying to look at everything with a different lens, and just trying to be grateful for the opportunities that I have had, and just trying to be grateful for the things that I've learned from all my different experiences. And there's definitely positives to that not working out. If I had gone to New York and moved there and lived there for a while, that was the same time frame where I was getting really into rocks, guys. So Broadway rocks.
Now, there were tons of articles that came out about Colleen last year. The biggest one, I believe, was the Rolling Stone article, and then ones in regards to a resurfaced video of her with green face paint because she was dressed as a character from Wicked. But the clip that resurfaced was a short portion of that performance, only showing her performing to Beyonce's Single Ladies with paint on her face, and people were claiming it to be blackface. In a longer video, it was revealed to be green, and she was dressed as a character from Wicked. But this was one of the article subjects going around a lot at the time, that people thought she was doing blackface. Major news outlets had reported on this, and so this is definitely something that could have cost her the job. The other article, like I mentioned, the Rolling Stones article, they interviewed a lot of people about their experience interacting with Colleen. One former fan interviewed was named Becky. She had come forward to talk about her personal experience on stage with Colleen at one of her shows, saying how uncomfortable it was for her when she was brought on stage to participate in a challenge at the show, and how it left her feeling afterwards. She had gone on stage for a yoga challenge where she was asked to lay on her back, and she was in a short romper. Colleen, in her Miranda costume, spread her legs and then a fart noise played. And in the Rolling Stone article, she spoke about the situation and they wrote, Becky tells Rolling Stone that even though she immediately felt embarrassed and exposed, she was afraid to speak up and be cut off from her idol and community. Colleen has addressed this situation, but not in the way that anybody thought was proper, because she addressed it in her ukulele song when she minimized what happened to Becky as just a fart joke.
I'm not a predator, even though a lot of you think so, because 5 years ago I made a fart joke.
Now, the reason I'm bringing all this up is because Becky has responded to the fact that Colleen has opened up about the fact that she lost this Broadway gig because there was an article of made up stuff that was said about her, and Becky wanted to respond on TikTok to what Colleen has said and talk about how harmful it is and hurtful to those who spoke out about their experience, to see her say that the things said about her weren't true.
I was heavily debating ever coming back on this account and saying anything about this ever again. But you know what, if she's gonna keep saying things, then I'm gonna say a few things too. It's only fair. So in that clip that I stitched, she is talking about a Broadway role that she lost due to made up stories about her. Now, my best guess is she's actually talking about the blackface scandal here, but I want to talk about how this hurts everybody. Colleen, over her return, has been steadily dropping hints and, making snide remarks about everything that happened. And this is pretty much exactly what I hoped wouldn't happen. When I first made these TikToks, I didn't expect them to gain any traction, but then they did, and when journalists from Rolling Stone and Time and NBC reached out to me, I accepted and I interviewed with them because I was hoping that they would, put my words out there better and kind of help me explain what I've been trying to explain on here, because a lot of people didn't get it. And they did help, and I was like, okay, great. The worst of it is over. It's all downhill from here type thing. Because at the end of the day, I'm a very shy person, and having, big content creators and people like Trisha Paytas and stuff know about me and talk about me has been nerve-wracking for me. But it's fine, I'm living my life, I'm not on this account, I'm happy, I'm really happy. And then Colleen comes back, and I've really been debating talking about this, but I just have to at this point. Her first vlog back, she comes on and she says, Toxic Gossip Train was embarrassing and I shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 blah. And it's still up on her channel. Girl, if you really are trying to learn, if you really are trying to change, delete it. It's embarrassing for me. You literally made fun of me to the entire internet. It was one of the biggest pop culture moments of last year, and there was a line in it about me, and it was undermining what I was saying, but you won't delete the video because you know that, and you secretly enjoy that. And I just don't understand how you have the audacity to come back onto YouTube and claim that you've changed when you've proven nothing has changed, seeing as it's still up, and you're making all of these comments. And the thing is, her making those comments, that doesn't bother me in itself. What bothers me is that her, dropping all these hints and stuff makes people go look up what happened, and it makes people come back to threaten me again. So every time that she drops a little hint or whatever, someone looks up the story and they come to me and they come hating at me, and it sucks.
She talked about just how hard it is for everyone to move on when she posts videos crying and talking about things that happened to her last summer. It just leads everyone who spoke out to get hate for speaking up, and it certainly doesn't make her look good bringing hate towards those who spoke up, and for her to be sharing things trying to make it seem like she was the victim and everything. But I'm sure this is her way of holding on to those who have stuck by her side through all of this. Like I mentioned in my last video on Colleen, someone had made a comment on Twitter saying, yes, Colleen's slowly getting her life back from those monsters. This is how our audience is viewing those who spoke up about their interactions with Colleen last year, as monsters. And she certainly is feeding into that reputation by saying that she lost a Broadway role and articles lied about her and she wasn't making money last summer. All these things that, you know, really make it seem like she was called out for no reason at all and everyone was just out to get her. It is such a mess, but that is what Colleen had to say in her recent vlog about what happened last summer and what Becky had to say in response, and the fact that people that spoke out are getting hate because Colleen keeps talking about the cancellation and in the way that she is. Let me know what you guys think about Colleen sharing this in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.